What's up, everybody? It's James Blaney, part of the Cover 1 crew. Matt couldn't be here tonight, but you get me. We started week 7 for Cover 1. District is here. Last night, we started off with Central and Midland. Central came up short 45-27. It was a tight game at halftime. It was actually tied up. And then all of a sudden, the wheels just started falling off, and Midland started running with it. They're 6-0 for a reason, though. Moving on, tonight's show, we have Lakeview and Andrews. Right now, Andrews is kind of putting on Lakeview. We're out in Brady TLCS. San Angelo actually has the best record in San Angelo right now. Brady, young quarterback, new head coach. They're learning things that their defense plays very, very well, though. Other than that, we're at Sterling City, McCamey, and Water Valley and El Dorado, Before we get too far into it, though, let's have a quick word from the Bass Bunch, then we'll get into Lakeview highlights from Ryan Chadwick.
Do you have a child with special needs? Well, we have a special day of fun just for you. It's the Fall Festival for Children with Special Needs, sponsored by Jim Bass Ford and San Angelo Live. Join us at Jim Bass Ford Thursday, October 26th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. for games, prizes, refreshments, and candy, free for children with special needs and their families. The 2023 Fall Festival at Jim Bass Ford at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road. Don't miss it.
Okay, here we go. Andrews has just a big run here to start the game. This is actually the first place from scrimmage. Told you that running back was dangerous when he had the ball in his hands. Touchdown, Andrews to start the game. Here we go into this next Andrews drive. Goes to hand the ball off. It's third down now. Just gets that first down just barely. Here you go, another play. This is that first down play. Fumbles the ball. You see it there on the ground. They don't get anything with it. Next Lakeview possession. Lakeview has the ball. They're going to throw it downfield. Number 15 catches it, gets tackled right away, goes down pretty quickly. Next to Andrews' ball. Andrews running it again down the field. Jayshawn DeBaus is DeBaus to the house, I guess you could say. In for the touchdown. They start pouring it on here pretty quickly. Andrews just has a very, very good run game. Here you go, next Lakeview drive. Chavez going to take the snap, throw it downfield. Michael Durant just barely catches out of bounds, but hey, he caught it. That is, positive thing. Here you go, next Andrew drive. Lakeview jumps in front of it, picks the ball, goes back the other way, goes down pretty quickly there. But hey, good deal. Interception, number 1, Lakeview. Here we go, next play. Lakeview scrambling around in the end zone. Bad place to do it as Andrews does get the safety. All right, here you go. Andrews running in from a few yards out for the touchdown. Oh, that might be the quarterback there. Just quick score. 36-0. Andrews over Lakeview before the half. Lakeview has the ball here. Going to take the snap. Going to do a quick throw out to Michael Duran, who ends up taking it all the way to the house. Michael Duran is, he had a 200-yard game earlier in the season. He's a pretty special athlete there. Touchdown, Lakeview. All right, here you go. Next Lakeview possession. Chavez gets around the edge there, gets a pretty good gainer. All right, here you go. Lakeview possession still. Chavez takes the snap, runs out to the left, but can't find anybody, ends up getting sacked. Refs kind of need to blow the whistle there, how to protect these guys a little bit, man. That's how players get hurt. Here you go, next Lakeview possession. They're backed up quite a bit, but he's going to take the snap, going to try to get out of it, throw it downfield for an interception. Right before halftime, kind of tough.
I'm out here at San Angelo Stadium where the Lakeview Chiefs are taking on the Andrews Mustangs. Unfortunately for the Chiefs tonight, Andrews came ready to play, and they are currently winning this one 43-7. In the first quarter, Andrews kind of came out the gate and immediately went off, scored on the first play of the game, kick it off to Lakeview. Lakeview goes 3 and out. Andrews drives down on the next drive, scores again, and that's pretty much how the first quarter went. Andrews put up 36 points in that first quarter. completely shut Lakeview out. In the second, Lakeview kind of picked it up, got a couple stops, forced Andrews to throw a pick, and got on the board themselves. Chavez threw a short pass to Michael Duran on the outside, and Duran broke a couple tackles, made a few guys miss, and then outran everyone down the sideline. Man showed his athletic ability to put the Chiefs on the board. But yeah, the
We can't move on without talking about the Pit Barbecue. For your Friday night eats, skip out on the pizza and hamburgers from the stands and stop by the Pit Barbecue. This week, the Cover 1 crew is chowing down on some turkey sandwiches from the Pit. Man, they are delicious. Go get you one today at 2330 Sherwood Way. And tell Jesse that the Cover 1 crew sent you. All right, thank you, Ryan. Kind of a rough one for the Chiefs there, but it's all about little victories. Hey, you got something going. Michael Duran is a fantastic player. You know, keep. You got to build on those little things. Get those little things going, man. Get those little things going, and good things will happen. Before we move on, here's a quick word from Intertel. Intertel is a proud sponsor of this Cover 1 football coverage. Intertel has been providing cutting-edge but proven technology for homes and businesses in the Concho Valley. Just like the game of football, a good defense is important to winning. Need a security system or cameras? Get a free quote today by visiting Intertel.com or by calling 325-658-8375. All right. Now we're going to move on to Ernesto Rodriguez out there. Sterling City, McCamey. It's a good district matchup. You know, Sterling City's put together. They just throw people off kilter. They're always a really good team. You know, they took a team like Miles, who has a big, high, fast-paced, high-octane offense, and they held them to 32 points. Actually won that game. They did lose to Roscoe, so you know, we haven't gotten a whole lot of looks at Sterling City yet. But they are playing pretty good football. You know, Kenyon McCabe is there. Seth Turner has blown up over there. Good running back, good defensive player. I think he leads the team in sacks. Ty Turner's good quarterback for him. But before we get into it any further, here is Ernesto Rodriguez. All right, thank you, Ryan. Kind of a rough one for the Chiefs there, but it's all about little victories. Hey, you got something going. Michael Duran is a fantastic player. You know, keep. You got to build on those little things. Get those little things going, man. Get those little things going, and good things will happen. Before we move on, here's a quick word from Intertel. Intertel is a proud sponsor of this Cover 1 football coverage. Intertel has been providing cutting-edge but proven technology for homes and businesses in the Concho Valley. Just like the game of football, a good defense is important to winning. Need a security system or cameras? Get a free quote today by visiting Intertel.com or by calling 325-658-8375. All right. Now we're going to move on to Ernesto Rodriguez out there. Sterling City, McCamey. It's a good district matchup. You know, Sterling City's put together. They just throw people off kilter. They're always a really good team. You know, they took a team like Miles, who has a big, high, fast-paced, high-octane offense, and they held them to 32 points. Actually won that game. They did lose to Roscoe, so you know, we haven't gotten a whole lot of looks at Sterling City yet. But they are playing pretty good football. You know, Kenyon McCabe is there. Seth Turner has blown up over there. Good running back, good defensive player. I think he leads the team in sacks. Ty Turner's good quarterback for him. But before we get into it any further, here is Ernesto Rodriguez.
3rd and 23 here for the Sterling City Eagles. They are at the 31-yard line in Badger territory, working on getting the first score of the game. What brought them here was a huge kick return to about 76 yards. Low snap, but he does manage to hold it. Quarterback looking right into traffic, and it's intercepted by the Badgers inside the 5-yard line. So it's 3rd and 2 here for Sterling City. They're at the 37-yard line. right now driving. This is their third possession of the half. Had an interception the first one. Second one was a touchdown. And they go to the left side. And he's got room to run. Looks like ball is loose. It is a fumble. And the Badgers recover it. So it's 1st and 10 here for the Eagles at the 48-yard line. Still up 8-6. There's a flag on the play. Looks like this will be a free play if it's offsides. Quarterback takes a shot, hits his receiver, and he has nothing but room in front of him into the end zone for a touchdown. We'll see if it counts. Stay tuned. So it does look like it was offsides on the defense. That penalty's declined. Touchdown is good. Score is now 14-6, pending the extra point. Sterling City is going to go for 2, but there's a timeout being called. And here we are back to the action after timeout. Eagles are going to go for 2. Not in a traditional formation. Multiple players here. Pitches it, and he just skates in the end zone, untouched. 2-point is good. 16-6 is the score. 3rd and 2 here for the Eagles. They are at the 10-yard line. It's still here in the second quarter before the half. And they are lined up with the quarterback in shotgun. Has 3 receivers on the right side. Quarterback drops back, rolls to his right. Looking downfield. Still on his feet, spins around. And he's looking. He takes a shot with it. Caught by his receiver into the end zone for a touchdown. After a touchdown, it's now 22-6. Sterling City's ball here, trying to convert the 2-point. To the deuce, pitch to option, and he throws it in the end zone, and it's another 2-point conversion with that razzle-dazzle.
All right, thanks, Ernesto. Always great hearing from you, buddy. Before we move on, Hartman Roofing. This next segment is brought to you by Hartman Roofing. If you want to stay in the game, not get beat over the top, at Hartman Roofing, the proof is in the roof. From residential houses to commercial buildings, Hartman Roofing is the roofer you can trust to do it right, and do it right the first time. To get a quote today, call Hartman Roofing at 325-653-2888. All right, now we're going to move on out to Brady. We got a good district matchup out there. TLCS Eagles are taking on the Brady Bulldogs. It's Brady's homecoming, and right now it's a tight game. It's 8-0 Brady. Before we do, though, we have a quick word from Destination Ford. All of our coverage of the Brady Bulldogs is brought to you by Brady's hometown car dealership, Destination Ford of Brady. Leading Brady's hometown car dealership is General Manager Mark Smith. He and his team are 100% behind the Brady Bulldogs. Every week, Destination Ford of Brady offers the Bulldog Deal. This week, the Bulldog Deal is the 2023 Ford F-150 that comes with 3.9% interest with approved credit and $2,000 in bonus cash. Mark Smith said there are 14 trucks on the lot right now in 9 different colors and 14 trim options. This extensive coverage of the Brady Bulldogs is brought to you by Destination Ford of Brady, 110 South Bridge Street in downtown Brady, where you can get the Bulldog Deal. Now we're going to head on out to Scott with the Brady Bulldogs. All right, here we go, Brady. You got to take the snap, get upfield as much as you can, and fumbles it. That's Sean Jacoby, Brady quarterback out there. He turned over, but he's a sophomore. When that team needed him to step up, he stepped up and said, "Hey, I'll be the leader. I'll be the quarterback," and he's gonna be fine. Here you go. TLC snaps the ball. That's Lane Honey finding his open receiver down the field, but he gets tackled. Here you go. Sean Jacoby finds Mason Earhart down the field for a touchdown. Mason Earhart, man, that kid, he's a very good player for him. Here you go. Next play. Incomplete pass. Oh, never mind. Punt. I apologize. Zeke Jones, a little razzle-dazzle back there. That's the Lightning out there to Darryl Adair's Thunder. Here you go. Down the field. Going to run it back for a score. Ends up getting called back due to holding. All right, here you go. Sean Jacoby, next play. There you go. There's that Mandela there. Going to cough it up. TLCA is going to jump on it. There you go. They're going into halftime. Brady is up 8-0 at halftime. And we just want to let you know that Carpet Tech is the proud sponsor of COVER1 Athletics, and this year brings you the COVER1 Player of the Week. Carpet Tech is your local go-to carpet cleaner. Remember, if your home is in a wreck, call Carpet Tech at 325-999-5142. All right, Brady, just keep on keeping on. Coach Roberts, you knew they were coming, man. When you start the season off with the gauntlet, it just makes you better. And I think they just extended the lead again. All right, we're going to wrap up the halftime show here, but before we do, Texas Bank is our COVER1 scoreboard sponsor, is brought to you by, well, Texas Bank. Locally owned and governed, Texas Bank is a proud sponsor of COVER1 Athletics. Just like the guys on the field, Texas Bank wants to show you what it means to be a team. From checking to savings to personal loans to commercial loans, Texas Bank is here for San Angeloans with 3 convenient locations. So when you're thinking of where to bank, use the local guys at Texas Bank. All right, we're going to close out with some scores here. Right now, John City's over Harper 14-7. Brady's over TLCA 8-0. Erie County is over Grand Fall Royalty. We actually just got wind. It was 70-0 Erie County. Andrews over Lakeview 43-7. Ira Ann over Wink 7-0. Ira Ann, if you looked at the district previews, Ira Ann has like 30 turnovers. Like they are quietly one of the better teams out there in the desert. Anthony over Cristobal 9-0 in the second quarter. First quarter, Robert Lee over Menard 8-0. O'Donnell over Lorraine 16-6. Early over Ballinger 14-0. Sterling City over McCamey is 8-0. 21-0 Hamlin over Abilene TLCA. Junction and Stockdale. Junction 7-6 over Stockdale. Odessa Permian over Odessa 28-14. Brownwood over Big Spring 28-7. Tight one there. Sonora just losing to Ozona 22-21. Ozona. Wall over Grape Creek 40-0. Oglesby over Bront 52-8. Roscoe over Cross Plains 17-7. Albany over Miles 20-0. Tied up. That's a big one there for Central's district, the Little Southwest Conference. 21-21, Midland Legacy, Wolfworth Friendship. Very Best in Eden 8-0. Tied up there at Moran Northside. El Dorado McCamey tied score. All right. Blackwell over Paint Rock 38-24. Blackwell. Forsan over Reagan County 42-12. And Midland over San Angelo Central 45-27. All right, that has been the scores update. We will get back right with you here for the wrap-up show, the post game.